Hi, I'm Vince Weston, and it's been about 2.5 months, I guess, since my last video, and I thought I'd kind of give you a little backstory on why. I mean, I know I'm typically kind of a once-a-month guy, but it's been longer than that, so I thought I owed some people a little background as to what went on. Here's kind of the builds that I've been working on. The Reliant SR I started last January, a matter of fact. This, of course, is my kit for the Tom Daniels group build, and this is my military build for that group build that I've been working on. But the long story, unfortunately, is starting back in September. Well, we had two dogs, it was Jeter and Ava. And September, Jeter passed away from a brain tumor, which caught us completely unaware on a Sunday night about 1 o'clock in the morning. And 12 hours later, Ava was diagnosed with a sarcoma. So needless to say, we were a little heartbroken. They were babies of the family, and things were a little tense. I had been able to continue getting into the workbench at that time, and as you know, I had posted a video about my 2.5 ton truck. A matter of fact, on December 24th, Christmas Eve, I was going to shoot an update on Christmas Day, because as you can see, this is much further along than I had been. That'll be coming in a separate video. But what actually occurred was on December 24th, Christmas Eve, my PC finally gave up the ghost after 10 years. My poor little Dell Inspiron 554S. I still to this day don't know exactly what happened. I ran every diagnostic I could think of for hardware, software. Everything seemed okay, but the machine would freeze. And I even tried reinstalling Windows 10 to no avail. So, unfortunately, since it was Christmas, my wife's like basically kiboshed getting a new PC. Finally, in the sometime in January, we were able to pick up a new one. It's a nice new shiny i5 machine with 12 gig of memory and a terabyte of storage on it. So that happened. But about 2 weeks ago on Saturday, Ava finally passed away. We lost her. The sarcoma tore, and of course there was no way to basically stop that from reoccurring, and we didn't want her to suffer, so it was time. So, been without our two companions, and things have been a little rough for us, and there will be another joining our family in some near time. Can't say exactly when. That'll be more up to the boss, since it seems to hurt her more. The good news, I guess, is since I've fallen so far behind on all my builds, and my desires to do more than these that I've had here, it was time to get myself a helper. And this is my helper. Let's see if he'll still be in the frame. Nope, he's kind of out. Excuse me while I poach him up there. This is Vern. He's actually a wyvern, as he's known in the dragon community. The wyverns are a subset considered of dragons because they only have 2 legs as opposed to 4. So at least that's what I've been told. But I freed him from Michael's, and he's part of the Safari Limited group, and so I got him a couple weeks ago, and did some work on him. When I first got him, I was hoping to be able to reposition him slightly, because it seemed weird the way he was standing. He was kind of this way more than anything else, and this way I guess is better if I show the back of my hand. And I was kind of hoping to get him up so his claw would be more in the air. But unfortunately he's made of some sort of rubber that tends to have a memory, so hot air and hot water, the vinyl trick, didn't really work on him. Eventually I've added this one feather on his tail feather to help prop him up, figuring it looked a little less obvious. And I've been able to repaint him. We're getting all over the place. Let's see if we can zoom in a little. He was originally sprayed a light green and blue, but the folks that did the airbrushing, I would say, weren't really craftsmen. So through using some washes and some dry brushing, excuse me, I've been able to change them a little bit and cover up some of the misstepped airbrushing. So for all the others who have their shopmates and helpers, between Henrys and minions and ferrets and rats and everybody else that's out there, I've now got my own. And of course, since this is my dungeon, I figured the dragon was probably the best choice. Here, I'll turn him around a little so you can see his back. But like I said, I've reworked the paint on him using some blues and mostly just washes and dry brushing, and got him up to where I wanted him to be. Isn't he just so cute? So that's Vern. So anyway, I guess that's the high point of my video at this point, with all the depressing pieces that I started with. And I'm going to try at this point to get this uploaded and out there into the public so you'll see it all. I will be doing an update very shortly, as soon as I can get this done. Shoot the video on this one. I have gotten a lot of work done on the Reliant. I actually have not even started on the Paddy Wagon at this point, because I've been trying to get these other 2 underway. So that's kind of where we're at the moment, and that's why I need Vern's help in getting some of these projects out of the way. Due to the new machine, that was a trip in itself of installing software and going out and finding Movie Maker and getting that installed, and and restoring all my videos and everything else that I had back onto this machine. So that's was taking me quite some time. That's why I've been watching videos but not making videos, because I didn't feel I had everything in place in time. I do now, so I'm going to shoot some more real shortly and give you some more updates. So I'll be video bombing you over the next couple of days, I hope, at least into the weekend. We'll talk at you later. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for hanging around. And bye-bye.